Hey, Warpugs, the Shadow King said good boy and recommended the White Dog. This is SCP-1111, and this is done by Mr. Illustrated. He's originally SCP Illustrated, but now he goes by Mr. Illustrated because he's branching out from SCP. I highly recommend that you guys check him out. His links will be in the description below. Now, this is one of his earlier vids, obviously. He's done an amazing job of putting himself out there. He's done an amazing job. Like, he is one of my favorite creators on YouTube right now, flat out. I am more than enjoying his When Day Breaks series. If you guys have not seen the When Day Breaks series, look for it. It is, you can really see his evolution as an artist and a storyteller. And it's actually quite impressive. We're going to be checking out one of his earlier vids now, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this. This is a Euclid class SCP that I know absolutely nothing about. So this is another episode. This is another thing where I'm going to learn about an SCP I know nothing about. I'm doing that all the time now, and this dive into SCP lore just continues to get deeper, guys. It continues to get deeper. I'm making my own lore now, which I'm going to be having a lot of fun with. Let's get into this. Here we go. The White Dog, SCP-1111.
Item SCP-1111. Object Class Euclid. Description: SCP-1111-1 is an entity with an appearance similar to that of Canis familiaris, commonly known as the domestic dog. The size of SCP-1 varies with its distance from SCP-1111-2. Directly beneath it, SCP-1 is approximately 150 centimeters from ground to shoulders. The exact breed of SCP-1 is unclear. It appears to be a mix with traits of both Labrador Retriever and a German Shepherd clearly visible.
Okay.
SCP-1 possesses a white coat and red eyes, both of which grow at luminosities directly proportional to its proximity to SCP-2. At distances greater than 500 meters from SCP-2, SCP-1 gradually becomes translucent. Additionally, SCP-1's speed, strength, and agility all seem to be inversely proportional to its distance from SCP-2. A dog tag is affixed to a faded red collar around SCP-1's neck. The tag reads, "Loyal."
Okay.
Left alone, SCP-1 lies down beneath SCP-2. It does not appear to sleep, or if it does, it is able to do so with its eyes completely open. It does not eat, drink, or breathe. Should SCP-1 become aware of any person or object coming near SCP-2, it will quickly become hostile and attempt to destroy the intruder. SCP-1 has significantly increased physical abilities above a standard canine. Video records show it running at speeds in excess of 60 kilometers per hour, jumping 6 meters into the air and biting through 15mm titanium plating.
Okay, so this puppy is a rage monster. Oh my god. Okay. That's not a dog. That's not a dog. It's a space station.
Through 15mm titanium plating. SCP-1.
By the way, if you're wondering why you heard that again, it's because I boomered and I turned off my recording when I paused it just there. It's because I'm an idiot. You guys know this. Let's move on.
1 appears to be incorporeal, and as such, attempts to both neutralize it and examine SCP-2 more closely have been met with failure. See Incidents Log 1111-B for details. SCP-1111-2 has the appearance of a man hanged by a noose from a tree. The subject wears a faded business suit and dress shoes. Both are too worn to be properly identify a manufacturer. SCP-2 constantly jerks and twitches in a manner consistent with those of a man being hanged. Occasionally, gasps of breath can also be heard. The violence and energy of these jerks is directly proportional to SCP-1's proximity to SCP-2. As the distance between the two increases, the jerks and twitches decrease in violence and frequency. Special Containment Procedures. A restricted zone has been established in a 2-kilometre radius around SCP-2. A public statement was released declaring it to be a weather monitoring station. Cameras are suspended from weather balloons, constantly monitoring the enclosure.
Okay.
Individuals may not come within 1 kilometre of SCP-2 without explicit written permission from a Level 4 researcher or higher.
Makes
Should
sense.
SCP-1 move away from SCP-2, all personnel are to evacuate the restricted zone until -1 returns to its position beneath -2.
Makes sense.
Incident log 1111-B. Date 2nd of May 19... A team of 4 agents was sent to attempt to neutralize SCP-1 for transportation to containment facility. The team approached SCP-2 from the north, opposite the direction SCP-1 was facing. The agents were able to come within 300 meters of SCP-2, at which point SCP-1 rose and attacked agents without warning. Agent Barkley, realizing that the mission had failed, began to flee the area.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
SCP-1 pursued, but decreased in size, definition, and speed as it grew further and further away from SCP-2. When SCP-1 reached a distance of 900 meters from SCP-2, SCP-2 was observed to stop moving entirely. At this point, SCP-1 froze for a moment and turned its head towards SCP-2. SCP-1 stayed in this position for a few seconds before howling once and sprinting back to SCP-2. SCP-2 was observed to resume its jerking and twitching. Video records of the incident indicate that rounds fired at SCP-1 passed through it without making contact, despite the fact that its teeth and claws proved solid when attacking agents.
Huh.
Agent Barkley was the only one to survive the incident. Message from 05-4. From this point forward, only D-Class and remote-operated drones may be used to approach SCP-1111 directly. Date 20th of May 19... 5 D-Class armed with machetes and sidearms were sent to approach SCP-...
Yeah, the relationship with the D-Class continues to evolve.
2 from various directions. Incident proved similar to previous attempt. SCP-1 proceeded to kill all D-Class present. During the incident, D-83011 was able to come within 50 meters of SCP-2 before being killed. During this time, cameras noted an anomaly with SCP-2. Its jerk slowed and its eyes opened and fixed on D-83011. SCP-2's arms then raised towards D-83011 in what appeared to observers as a welcoming embrace. Moments before D-83011 was killed by SCP-1, SCP-2's lips can be seen moving, mouthing what appear to be the words, "No, down boy." Immediately after the death of D-83011, SCP-2 fell limp and resumed normal twitching. Message from 05-4. It appears as though simply isolating SCP-2 is enough to effectively contain SCP-1. As such, all further testing is suspended, barring a significant development until further notice.
Okay.
Incident log 1111-C. Data expunged. Administrator clearance accepted. Date 29.
It seems like if you just leave this thing alone, you're going to be fine. And I'm all happy to do that. Just leave it alone. It'll be fine.
9th of May 19... Experiment approved by 05-4. 7 D-Class personnel are procured and are given specific mission instructions. D-90213, 214, 215 and 216 are to attack SCP-1111 with shotguns and handguns. D-90217 and 218 are unarmed and are to run in opposite directions to SCP-1. D-90219 is to make his way to SCP-2 using the elimination of the other D-Class as a distraction. The plan was initially successful. All D-Class followed mission directives. The first 4 D-Class successfully made contact with SCP-1 and engaged with no success.
Right.
SCP-1 quickly dispatches them and the other 2 D-Class running in the opposite direction. In this time, D-90219 has already made it within 50 meters of SCP-2. SCP-1 runs at D-90219 at a previously unseen speed of 80 km an hour to catch up with D-90219.
Okay.
SCP-2 extends its hands in an embrace like the previous account. D90219 is breathing heavy and crying at this point as SCP-1 begins barking and snapping from 2 meters behind.
No.
D90219 manages to grip SCP-2's leg. SCP-2 immediately stops twitching and jerking and shouts at SCP-1, "No, down boy!" SCP-1 immediately stops in its tracks, an arm's length from D90219. SCP-2 takes several huge heavy breaths, as if breathing for the first time. D90219 tentatively extends a hand and begins to pet SCP-1, who leans in appreciatively.
What?
SCP-1's translucent quality seems to stop, and the subject becomes solid. Senior researcher observes this new form and orders Agent to fire at SCP-1 and attempt to neutralize it. Agent fires and the bullet successfully impacts and pushes through SCP-1's back. SCP-1 yelps and falls and rolls away from SCP-2. SCP-2 cries out in anguish and kicks D90219 away. SCP-1 appears to regain its translucent abilities and the wound immediately heals. D90219 attempts to flee. SCP-1 chases down D90219 and kills him. By O5 command, all experiments with SCP-1111 are to be suspended indefinitely.
Why would you kill the guy's dog? He just saved that Why?
Definitely. Containment protocols are to be enforced, and no further experiments are permitted without written permission from at least 2 O5 council members.
He was just being a good boy. Wow, okay. Oh my god, okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna say it. Maybe unpopular opinion, but SCP-1111, it's a good boy, okay? It's a good boy. It's doing whatever it can to keep its dad safe, and this one actually makes me sad. I can't believe they actually took a shot at it. They should have just left it alone. Oh my god. And then the second that somebody gets to him and he stops them from killing him, they shoot his dog. That's just a dick move. That's just an absolutely dick move. Oh my god. Guys, this one actually makes me sad. This one could have been so wholesome on so many different levels, but I think the Foundation screwed the pooch on this one. I really, really think they did. They took an SCP. Normally, it seems like the SCP Foundation would be better at reacting to something than this, instead of just trying to neutralize. That seems like a GOC move more than a Foundation move. I think they would have been far more interested to see how the two of them would have interacted. How the SCP and the D class would have reacted once the dog itself became, non-hostile. It just seems like a GOC move more than an actual SCP Foundation move for them to do that. I could be wrong about that. I mean, you guys are going to let me know if I'm wrong about that. But this seems more... It just seems like more of a GOC thing to do than a Foundation thing, than to go for termination at the first opportunity. With all that being said, guys, it's so amazing to see that even back then, Mr. Illustrated was so good at visual storytelling. And he's only gotten better, and he only continues to get better. if you want to see some more of Mr. Illustrated, I'm going to have all of his links in the description down below, so go check him out, most definitely. If you guys want to get me something for Christmas, I most definitely want the Bobby picture from SCP Illustrated's merchandise page. I seriously want to get that as wall art. And the only reason I haven't done it yet is because I'm saving up for a house. But I literally, there's so much stuff. There's so much stuff in terms of like the picture of the Bobby in terms of the SCP-001. I'm in love with that story, by the way. The picture of the Bobby fighting the Flesh is legitimately one of the I want it as wall art. In any case, guys, thank you for joining me. Hit the like button if you will. Leave a comment down below. If you guys let you see some stuff of mine, I got my Patreon down below. Links to my second channel, Old Man Lore Stories and Theory, is up. I'm slowly, every couple of days, releasing one of my old lore videos on the new channel, just to not overload myself with just trying to get things done. I've been doing new thumbnail art, stuff like that. My lore on the main channel is going away, so the Old Man Reacts channel is going to remain a reaction channel. Old Man Lore Stories and Theory, which is in the description down below, is the lore channel, and I'm slowly but surely going to be converting all of my the Commissar story, Mistakes of the Emperor, all of 5-ish Minute lore, all the independent lore videos I've done. They're all going to be showing up down there soon. So, check that out if you want to see some stuff of mine. The oldest lore that I have on, the oldest lore is going up. I'm going to slowly but surely start getting to my newer stuff, including the Yarg video, which is the Yarg videos, which are my pride and joy at this point. Until next time, guys, whatever you do, do something for yourself, and I'll catch you next time.